cleanse the space from all low vibrational energies and entities, from all pessimism, fear, and doubt. I ask that you be open to receiving what is meant for you to receive from this message. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Jay, jay, jay. Thank you. And welcome. Welcome. I have been going through it. If you remembered last year's readings, around the end of December, for Aquarian and Scorpio people, there was some energy that came up through the cards, and I have been fully and thoroughly immersed in that energy. So I apologize for not being able to bring you February's reading. I wish that I was able to, but unfortunately I was just not able to fulfill that obligation, and for that I will make up for it throughout the year. So a few things I wanted to talk to you about today before we get into the cards. Number one message is to really pay attention to your mind and the way your mind operates and the messages your mind tries to deliver to you. When I say this, I'm speaking about your spirituality and the sharpness of your mind. All I'm saying is, be aware when negative energy attaches and make sure that you follow the steps to remove this. Otherwise, it's down, 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 down. You want to make sure that you're moving steadily, at a steady pace, positively upwards in your life, okay? So I say that with love in my heart, and I wanted to share that with you. And so take from that message what you will. Let's get into your reading for March. So I'm starting with the Pisces people. You're Pisces if you're born between February the 19th to March the 20th. And so we're going to be doing 3 cards for you. And the first card is a romance card. I love to start with romance. So here we have the deck. It is a Doreen Virtue deck. And I may or may not leave the information about that down there. But I would like to do these readings very quickly. And yes, so let's tap into the energy. The cards have been cleansed. And so for my Piscean people, how are you all out there, Piscean people? My Piscean loves. Okay. So for you, the most loud and pulling energy for you Piscean people is, I'm going to be pulling 3 cards from here. Message for where you're at, a message in regards to partnering up, and a message in regards to the current future. When I say the current future, I mean what you may experience in the month of March. Okay? So 1, 2, 3. Where you're at, where your potential person that you have your eyes on, or may the loudest person in your perspective, and the future outcome this month regarding love and romance. Okay, so I'm just moving my charcoal out of the way so my elbow doesn't bounce it. Okay, so the first card we got for you is pay attention to red flags. So this came up first. I'm not sure why, but let's keep going. So pay attention to red flags. Retreat. Okay, Pisceans. Take time to disconnect from the world and stay optimistic about your love life. That's the future. Okay, so very clear message. These cards are not contradicting each other at all. It's pretty clear, pretty concise. So thank you, angel guides, for the clarity in this message. So right now, in regards to love, you're being warned about red flags. So there's something that is going on under the radar that you're not quite picking up, or you're actually seeing the red flags and you're excusing them. You're pushing them to the side. You're saying, oh, that doesn't really matter. That's not important right now. Oh, that's how he or she was with their ex. So in this scenario, it doesn't match her in my scenario. And you're actually being warned. That's the way that the universe communicates with you, through signs and things that seem like coincidence, but they're really not. They're just a loud story that takes place. So this is what you should do. When it comes to the partner, it's saying it's time to disconnect from the world. Now, as I read this card intuitively, I'm also seeing that it is possible that it's the partner that may need to retreat from you. I'm sorry. That's a feeling that I'm getting. Are you the one that's not being completely honest? Are you the one that is sort of displaying some red flags here? It's very unclear who's doing what. It could be you, it could be them. But the message will be very clear for the person watching this video. So if you have done the work that needs to be done to reach a place of clarity and a place of growth and maturity, emotional maturity, then this is probably not you. And if you're still figuring yourself out in that regards, this may very well be talking about you. But at the end, there is a shiny light. It tells you to stay optimistic about your future love life. It tells you to use the power of positive thinking to move forward with regards to love. Okay, so what you want to do is focus on things that lift you up and make you feel energized and make you feel vigorous and make you feel alive and positive. So you want to feed that energy. Stay away from media and movies that suck you into a negative spiral, because that's never good. When you want love. Love doesn't live there. Love doesn't live in a negative spiral. It lives in a seed that has been fertilized, right? So what you want to do is keep your thoughts beautiful. I have another card for you here. This is a angelic message. And so please just take this card and use it to inspire you going forward, okay? So, what is a dominant message for my Piscean loves out there? What do they need to know? Okay. All right. So, all right. So it's a fire card. All right. It talks about staying in a motivational mindset. Focus. You need to communicate more, and advice from someone creative. Okay, so this card is very much referring to work, how you move about in the world, how you earn money in the world. And so it's just telling you to stay motivated and focus. Okay, so there's a process of where you burst a new life. And with this card, it tells me that the birthing process is close for some of you. However, there's a lot of work that needs to be done before you get there. And so it requires your attention. So I would say that this month, and I know it is your birthday month, so happy birthday to you. I would say that this month, it's more about your career. Like, I'm seeing a really big message about your career. Like, even in the cards, it's like, stay optimistic. But for those of you that are not exactly involved right now, it's kind of saying, this is not really the time. There is some kind of inner work that needs to take place. And I'm seeing this. The more I pull the cards, the more the bigger picture displays itself. All right, so we've got one final card here. And this is your overall, okay, your overall energy. I'm just moving that charcoal further out of the way. All right, so what is the dominant message for the Pisceans? Overall, next 2 months, right? The dominant energy, the biggest energy, that when you pay attention to this, everything else unravels. That's what I want for you. I want a big message, okay? Okay. And big message for you here I got is the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is talking about you, you know, you celebrating. It's referring to home. You know, it's kind of like, what are the things that you do to ensure that you have that safety and that comfort of home, and to do this all within the theme of celebration. So when I look at everything together, it's really talking about inner work, you know, because your home is an external display of what is going on inside of yourself. And so I see a lot of inner work is needed, you know, to refine certain things with this new cycle. You know, every birthday brings a gift of renewal, and you're being asked to look within and renew and recreate your new projection for your new year. You know, this is another new year specifically for you, as it is your birthday. So thank you so much for being here with me, and thank you for your patience. I will see you very soon for your next reading. Thank you. Bye. Please stay and click a video, and I will talk to you very, very soon. I'm so gracious that you decided to join me today. Bye.